In a major political shakeup in Osaka, the ruling Liberal Democratic Party (LDP) is on the verge of facing a rare and historic setback. Akira Yonagimoto, the party's only candidate in the Osaka constituency for the House of Councillors, is now virtually certain to lose his seat. If confirmed, it would mark the first time in 27 years that the LDP has failed to secure a single seat in Osaka's upper house district, a development that reflects deep undercurrents of discontent, shifting political alliances, and the evolving dynamics of Japan's urban electorate. A stunning blow to the LDP stronghold myth. Historically, the LDP has enjoyed stable support across much of Japan, but Osaka has always been a political battleground. The city, known for its progressive voters and independent streak, has leaned more toward local parties in recent years, particularly the Japan Innovation Party Nippon Isshin no Kai. Akira Yonagimoto's predicted loss underscores how the ground has shifted even more dramatically than expected. Although Yonagimoto is a seasoned politician and a former Osaka City Council member, his campaign never truly gained traction. Despite the backing of the ruling party, his performance was hampered by a combination of internal party disunity, voter fatigue, and a well-organized opposition led by Isshin. Political analysts suggest that this moment could represent a turning point, not just in Osaka, but also in the national perception of the LDP's invincibility. Who is Akira Yonagimoto? Akira Yonagimoto, 60, has served as an LDP lawmaker for multiple terms and is known for his pragmatic stances on urban policy and administrative reform. He was seen as one of the more moderate voices within the LDP and had previously gained a respectable following in Osaka through his emphasis on decentralization and local empowerment. But this time, even his relatively centrist profile was not enough to withstand the political headwinds. The lack of strong coordination with local interest groups, minimal grassroots engagement, and the broader unpopularity of the central government in urban regions combined to make his campaign vulnerable. Osaka's political transformation. The rise of Isshin. The primary beneficiary of the LDP's decline in Osaka is undoubtedly the Japan Innovation Party (Isshin). Born in Osaka, Isshin has grown from a regional movement into a national political force. Their platform of administrative reform, lower taxes, and decentralization resonates strongly with Osaka voters who are tired of bureaucracy and the status quo. In this election, Isshin fielded strong candidates with deep local roots and high visibility. Their message was consistent, sharply focused, and appealed to younger urban voters who feel disconnected from the LDP's often rural-centric policies. In contrast, Yonagimoto's campaign was perceived as outdated and lacking in energy. The contrast was particularly stark in debates and town hall meetings, where Isshin candidates projected a more dynamic and responsive image. No officially endorsed LDP candidates, a first in 27 years. The implications of this result are profound. It is the first time since 1998 that the LDP has failed to win an upper house seat in Osaka, and this time, the party didn't even manage to field an officially endorsed candidate in the traditional sense. While Yonagimoto ran with LDP support, his status was more of a de facto candidate rather than someone fully backed with the party's top-tier resources and national campaign infrastructure. This subtle distinction is important. It indicates a deliberate decision by the LDP leadership to distance itself from Osaka's unpredictable electoral landscape. By not committing fully, the LDP may have tried to minimize reputational risk. But the result is still being interpreted as a political failure and a sign of strategic weakness. Voter discontent with the central government. Another major factor in this outcome is the growing dissatisfaction with the central government, especially in urban areas. Issues such as inflation, stagnant wages, growing economic inequality, and the slow pace of administrative reform have left many urban voters disillusioned. While the LDP remains dominant in rural and suburban areas where traditional networks and patronage still play a role, cities like Osaka are proving far more difficult to manage electorally. Younger voters in particular are less beholden to party loyalty and more likely to vote for parties that speak directly to their concerns about education, housing, climate change, and job security. In this context, the LDP's messaging has appeared tone-deaf. National issues like defense spending and constitutional revision, which the LDP has focused on, did not resonate as strongly with Osaka voters who are looking for immediate, tangible improvements in their daily lives. Strategic missteps and internal struggles. Behind the scenes, the LDP has also been struggling with internal conflicts, particularly in how to approach urban centers like Osaka. Some party members argue for a more aggressive reformist approach to compete with Isshin, while others believe the party should double down on its traditional base and ideological pillars. This strategic ambiguity may have cost Yanagimoto dearly. Without a clear and compelling narrative, his campaign failed to differentiate itself. Moreover, some reports suggest that local LDP chapters were poorly coordinated and lacked the manpower to mount a vigorous ground game, especially in contrast to Ishin's youthful and tech-savvy volunteers. The ripple effects. What this means for the LDP nationally. The implications of the Osaka result extend beyond one constituency. As Japan heads into a new political era marked by demographic decline, urbanization, and technological transformation, the LDP is facing increasing pressure to adapt or lose relevance. A loss in Osaka, once considered a manageable urban battleground, serves as a warning shot. If the ruling party cannot compete effectively in one of Japan's largest and most economically vital cities, it may struggle in other metropolitan areas like Tokyo, Yokohama, or Fukuoka in future elections. Furthermore, this loss undermines Prime Minister Fumio Kishida's already fragile political standing. Though he has avoided major scandals, his approval ratings have been lukewarm, and this defeat will likely embolden critics within the party who are calling for leadership change or a more radical policy shift. Ishin's growing national ambitions. As for Ishin, this win consolidates their role as Japan's second-largest opposition force. With strongholds in Kansai and increasing support in Tokyo, Ishin is no longer just a local alternative, it is now a credible national contender. The party's success in Osaka will likely attract more